Hey, this is Shooting Star SVG back with a video tutorial, and today I'm going to talk about making a stencil in Silhouette Studio. The first thing you're going to want to do is create and or type out your design. Here I'm using the font Donut Derby, and I'm just going to type out a few words to use for this specific example. I'm just going to get my design lined up the way I want it so I can place it where I want it to cut on my mat. I'll make it a little bit bigger. And if you cut this normally, all of those circles will just fall right out. So one thing that I like to do is create a stencil so it's easier for me to paint. And you'll see underneath this video, I've actually done the painting, which I did a really bad job, but it serves its purpose. So I like to go ahead and zoom into the shape, and that way you can get something a little bit clearer. You go ahead and go over to your shape tool and draw a rectangle. I like to color that in a different color than what my text is, so that way I can see them better. And it doesn't have to be anything very big, it just has to cross over the text. And you go ahead and move that to where you want it to be. And I just go ahead and duplicate it and rotate. And you can play around with the thickness depending on what material you're using and what you're going for. And you're just going to go and do that in each of the areas where you have quote-unquote hole. And then what I like to do is group them together. That way I can subtract them both at the same time, and you just go over and click subtract, and you'll see that area removed from the font. And then you're just going to want to hit the group so that your text gets grouped back together. And then just copy and paste that again for the E and do the same thing. Subtract all, and go ahead and go through the same process with the O on the YOU, the U. And actually in the walkthrough I did this where I placed all of the rectangles at once and then just grouped the rectangles and then grouped the text and subtract all. You'll get more efficient as you go through and do this, but really it's just personal preference. You don't have to zoom in every time. I just like to see how thick the rectangles are going to be. So here you're going to do it for the A and the D in Madly. So you'll need to place 2. And like I said, it's a pretty straightforward process. Before, when I was making doormats, I wasn't doing this, so I was actually having to take my cardstock and actually pin down all the holes, and it was just such a pain. I mean, I was losing pieces and having to replace things, and you can see here when you go to send that it's all going to be one big thing. And if you have business edition, go ahead and get those weed lines in there, and I'll talk about that down below. And you can see everything's cut out very smoothly here. So pretty simple. The weed lines again is a perk of business edition. So if you don't have that, then you can upgrade, and I'll put a link in the blog post for you to upgrade to business edition. It saved my life. Makes weeding a heck of a lot easier. Instead of having to manually add weed lines in, this does it automatically for you. So yeah. If you go down below to the walkthrough, it has some information on just the process itself of placement and painting. My lines blurred a little, but that's because I was in a hurry. My 3 kids would run around behind me while I was painting, so it's not the cleanest job. But if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and ask me. If you like what I have provided for you, please hit the subscribe button or share, and hopefully somebody can get something out of this. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know below, and I will talk to y'all soon. Have a great night.